Avi Loop, YouTube's darkest mystery. YouTube's darkest mystery. Ooh, scary. Of course I remember you, Hour. Of course I do, bro.
August
You're my
5th,
homie.
2011. A channel appears on YouTube serving as a promotional page for an up-and-coming company called Avi Loop, a brand that boasted unbeatable deals.
Chat, W Avi Loop already, bro. Am I right? Should I say W or no?
In the world of aviation.
There is followage. It's just FA.
That same day, 4 videos were uploaded, each showcasing young women dressed as flight attendants, detailing some of the many services that Avi Loop provided.
Wait, flight attendants?
This would be the only videos ever uploaded to the channel.
That means
as
it's
from
like
that
a
moment
plane
on,
company,
the page
right?
was abandoned, giving Avi Loop a lifespan of just 1 day. The 1 day is all it would take
That
to
means
set
it's
in
like a
motion a
plane
mystery
company.
that remains unsolved to this very
W
day.
won out 1
a
year
mystery
following,
surrounding
holy.
the company at the core of this channel and the
Already
services
was
that
your
it
age.
allegedly provided, with no one being able to answer the seemingly simple question: what was Avi Loop?
Nah.
And the more you search for answers, the
Chat, I'm
more
telling you, this reaction
deranged
won't be
this
longer than an
trail
hour.
becomes. This is the story of Avi Loop, YouTube's darkest mystery.
It can't be that dark. How? Chat, it's about planes. It's about plane. Okay, this is unnecessary. See, this is what I mean, chat. He makes it look proper scary, bro. He makes it like proper scary. Of course I'm alive, Crosby. What the?
Welcome to Avi Loop, your collective find website for anything aviation.
Why is this kind of
The
creepy,
formula
though?
for Avi Loop's content was simple. A young woman stands in front of a static white background dressed
It's
in a
still
flight
lights
attendant's
out.
outfit.
Yeah, chat, I'm not
They
scared,
refer to
right?
themselves as deal attendants, and their job seems to be sharing information about this new
I'm
brand,
not scared. Are y'all
Avi
scared?
Loop.
Hell
We
nah. I'm
offer
a
deals
grown
on
man.
flight lessons, pilot accessories,
fuel, FBO services,
Chat, is this like something to do with like...
You don't see that very often.
The brand marketed a number
Is
of
this
unique
something like
aviation-related services,
more
making
on
them
the
appear as a one-stop shop for anyone in the
freaky ass
industry,
side?
or
'Cause that's
just
what it
anyone
feels like.
interested in flying.
This
Avi
doesn't-
Loop claimed to do it all.
Chat, this doesn't feel like a safe for work kind of video. Nah, don't even try that, bro. Chat, this don't really feel like a safe, like, I'm gonna be honest, this don't really feel like a safe for work kind of video. It feels like something a bit more on the freaky side, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And at unbeatable prices too.
Our deals are usually 50 to 90% off.
Promoting
Chat, I've
deals
not
of
paused
50
that
to
many
90%
times. Bro,
off.
bro, stop
It hardly
complaining,
seems
bro.
like anything mysterious, just your standard
pauses.
subpar ad from the early 2010s. But the more you watch,
Wait,
the
how are
less
they on
clear it
YouTube Shorts
becomes
if it's
what exactly
2010s?
Avi Loop did. They left their business incredibly vague. There were
My
no
freaky
prices,
meter?
no locations, and rather they just listed a bunch of flying buzzwords, offered at deals that seemed impossible. For example, they list fuel.
Fuel? How can you sell fuel, chat? Yo,
supply
Jenny,
among
thank you for the
their
likes.
offerings. But how are they actually getting the fuel and providing it at
90% off fuel! Nah, chat, that's matter, daddy.
50 to 90% off? And where in the country or even the world are they offering it? It just doesn't seem realistic.
How's that even
What
possible?
they're saying sounds fine on the surface.
How
but
can
the
you
more
say-
think
yeah, chat,
about
how
it,
can a
the less
human
sense
sell
it really
fuel?
makes. It just seems too good to
No,
be
you ain't,
true.
bro.
Not to mention how bizarre it is that this unknown company could come in and
What's the
offer
matter,
literally
daddy?
anything you could want.
No,
that's
what's the
flying
review?
related, with such exorbitant deals.
Bronson,
Admittedly,
what's the
though,
matter,
this
daddy?
is easy
Yo,
enough to
GGs.
ignore and play off as an ineffective or even deceitful advertisement. But there was something else that was much harder to ignore about these commercials. With that being the deal attendants themselves. Despite Avi Loop claiming to be a professional aviation business, it's difficult not to notice how cheap these women's outfits appear.
Chat, they genuinely look like prosthetics. Like, chat, they genuinely look like costumes. It looks super cheap. Who would fall for this kind of scam?
They're clearly costumes rather than real flight attendant uniforms.
Like,
and they're clearly
literally.
over-sexualized too. They're essentially dressed as fetishized versions of actual flight attendants. Which is
Literally.
bizarre, as one of the services that Avi Loop claims to provide is staffing for flight crews, which would include actual flight attendants. Yet, for whatever reason, they chose to dress these girls in seductive costumes.
Quick question, chat. If you're a flight attendant, do you need to go to school for that or no? Like, chat, a flight attendant, do you actually, like, need to study for this or no if you're a flight attendant? No. You just do it as a job.
If they were trying to make these advertisements look professional, they were failing miserably.
Yeah, it
and it
looks
wasn't only the
unprofessional.
outfits that had a strange sexual
You need to be
undertone
trained?
them. It was also
How?
the script that the girls
Trained
were
on
reading.
what? Serving
Whether you want
drinks?
to learn to fly, charter an airplane, Or just see more girls like me.
Or to see more girls like
Or to see more girls like me. GG's.
me.
Abby Loop can help.
Loop can help.
So what are you waiting for, Captain?
And remember Top Gun? Clearly,
Top
your
Gun.
attractiveness increases with every flight under your belt.
Bizarrely, the videos themselves were filled with sexual
Safety precautions.
innuendos.
Yeah, but like, what kind of safety precautions are we talking realistically? Try, if the plane crashes, the plane crashes. No offense. Try, no, yo.
Claims that humans were not
Yo,
able
if
to
the
fly,
plane crashes, the
never
plane crashes,
experienced
gang.
the thrill of their own successful landing. Get ready to fly big boy airplanes.
Big
They
boy
were clearly
airplanes.
trying to be more
Yo,
than
they're
a
trying to
little
riz me up,
flirty,
bro.
which goes hand in hand with the outfits that they were donning. Now, some might argue that this was a sign of the times. In 2011, edgy and over-sexualized
Chat, do you
marketing
remember
was still very
do you
much
remember
in
the
norm,
OG
with several
Doritos
major
commercials or the
companies building
Skittle
their entire brands around the
commercials?
approach. But the only problem here is that the videos made it unclear what Aviloop was even supposed to be offering. Despite saying a lot, the lack of details made it entirely
I thought it was
ineffective,
offering planes.
like the business itself was an afterthought, with the focus instead being on these women. In fact, even in the channel's description, they simply wrote,
Meet Aviloop deal
attendants.
attendants.
This is the official page for a brand new company trying to promote its services, and that's all they
But
have
how
to
is
say.
this the
That's
how
they
is this a
marketed their
dark
entire
mystery?
company.
Making some
Were they,
wonder
like,
what was actually the
kidnapped
role
or
of these
something?
deal attendants, and what was actually the purpose
Were
of
they
Aviloop.
kidnapped? What's up, Farmers?
The first and most likely theory at this point is that Aviloop was an overambitious company that used over-sexualized marketing to build intrigue around its brand.
That makes
at a
sense.
time
That
when
makes
others were doing
sense.
the
Because
same
back
thing to
then,
great
chat, it was common
success.
to use like that kind of
Maybe
marketing.
they weren't even off the ground yet and over-promising on services that they hoped to one day be able to provide. But for the time being, we're just throwing out there to get more people to visit their website. But with such a focus on these deal attendants,
I'm curious
and just
what the
how
website
strange
looks
these
like now,
videos
chat.
come across,
I'm
some
curious
were
what the
left with a
website
different
looks like.
theory, that rather than Aviloop using sex to sell their service, maybe sex was their service. The theory goes that Aviloop was a front
Oh,
for
nah.
pornography or even prostitution,
I've never played the
poorly
game
hidden
Zelda.
under the guise of this fake aeronautics company. This would explain the prominence of these deal attendants, as they themselves may have been the actresses or prostitutes. And it also explains the lack of information about the company itself, as the reason their
I've
deals
never
and
played Zelda,
services
chat.
don't seem to make any sense was because they weren't actually offering them. It was all just a cover-up. And honestly, just going off the eye test, this
I
is
mean,
how the page
low-key,
comes across.
that would
But
make
there
the
are
most
other
sense.
details that make this theory a lot more compelling.
But why would you
For
promote
starters,
it on
in
YouTube?
numerous videos they mention
Chat, who's promoting this kind of stuff on YouTube, bro?
an
Of all
unusual
places.
feature of their website that users can vote for their favorite deal attendant and win prizes as a result.
You can even vote for your favorite deal attendant and win special prizes.
And why are they so
With one of
skinny?
these
It's
special
kind of freaking me
prizes
out.
later being revealed to be a one-on-one video call with one of these deal attendants.
One-on-one video call? Okay.
This shows that the deal attendants weren't just for
GGs.
marketing. They were a core part of the services offered to Aviloop users.
GGs.
Making one wonder what was actually happening on those video calls. And was it perhaps something sexual?
It probably
And
was,
it
chat,
goes
no?
even deeper than that, as there's a reason why I mentioned prostitution specifically in this theory, with that reason being a line mentioned in one of these videos.
To purchase this deal, you must hold at least a private pilot license and a current medical certificate. Don't miss out and click on that big blue button. You know you want to.
The deal attendant mentions that all customers needed to provide an up-to-date medical certificate.
What does that mean?
Now, this isn't something that's necessarily unheard
What
of
does
in the
up-to-date
aviation
medical-
world,
chat, like-
but it certainly isn't the norm, at least from what I could tell. But in the context of this theory, it makes perfect sense. If they truly were
Chat,
operating some sort of
No STDs. Chat, they couldn't have any like problems with their parts.
prostitution ring, then their customers having an up-to-date medical certificate would be imperative to
Yeah.
preventing the
It
spread
literally does
of
OZX. Like,
STDs.
wallahi, it does.
It's strange enough to make this theory feel legitimately possible, but even if it wasn't true, it seems obvious that there was something off
Is this
with
YouTube channel still live? Can we
and
check it
haven't
out
even
after or not?
discussed the strangest part of it all. In a few videos, you can hear unusual sounds in the background.
Oh, nah.
And you want to add multi-engine to your Pretty Green license,
What
this
kind
is
of-
your opportunity to do it at 50% off. Add multi-engine to your Pretty Green license. This is your opportunity
Is that a chicken?
to your Pretty Green license. This is
Oh, that's not a chicken. My bad. Yeah, I thought that was a chicken, bro. That's not
In
a
the
chicken.
background, you can hear what appears to be someone moaning.
It's someone
in a
moaning.
blatantly
Okay, it's not a
sexual
chicken. My
manner.
bad. Yeah.
this.
which was loud
It's
enough
someone
for even the
moaning.
dealer
That makes a lot more sense. I thought it was a chicken, gang. I thought it was like a baka.
to take notice. It's very unusual, and certainly not a sound that could just accidentally happen on a typical film set.
Which makes it all the stranger that another inexplicable noise was heard in the
Oh,
background.
let's
of a
listen, lock in,
different
lock in,
video.
listen, listen.
And this one left viewers far more distressed.
You want to learn to fly, charter an airplane, or to see more girls like me? Loop can help.
I didn't
Or
hear
to see
it.
more girls like me? Loop can help.
I can't like the.
Or to see more girls like me? Loop can help.
I'll be honest, chat, I don't really be hearing that.
Some
that
believe
well.
that this is yet another sexual moan, while others swear they can hear a specific word. The word, help.
Nah, if it's help.
It's incredibly concerning, especially
I'm
if this
hyper-focused on
prostitution
KFC,
theory
yes,
is true. I mean, there's just
Should
so
I go
many
all in? Do it.
implications
Do it,
to
Ozzy. Don't be
Given the link
scared.
between prostitution and human trafficking,
But again, this could all be part of the marketing. Maybe this was all just a ploy to get people to visit their website, roping you in with these sexualized,
Yeah,
creepy,
chat, what
and
if it just is like a massive plot?
and
Nah,
concerning
GG's
videos
OZX.
that almost demand that you dig deeper.
32K
Well,
gone.
if this is the case, then surely visiting their website would help put this mystery to bed.
Let's see the website. Let's see the website.
At the time these videos were uploaded back in 2011, those visiting the Aviloop website would be met with a rather lackluster experience. The homepage
Bro,
was dull
this
and
is
uninviting.
that's a dog water website. Bro. Who's actually chat? It's obviously a scam. Who's entering their email into here? No
and
way
seemed
you're
about
entering
as
your
vague
email.
as the videos promoting it. However, they did have an about section that attempted to describe the service more in depth.
No one's like, if you enter your
There,
email,
they
you're bound
mentioned
to
that
get
the primary
scammed.
goal of Aviloop was safety, as they believed that making training and other
Wikipedia,
aeronautic
our
services more
website.
accessible could in turn help
Even
prevent
Wikipedia
accidents,
looks better than
which
this, chat.
strangely was never even hinted at in their videos, and is never mentioned again on any other portion of the website. But it was in this About tab that they listed even more services that they claimed to provide. Services like navigation equipment, headsets, and pilot vacations, among many other things.
Pilot
Basically
vacations?
anything even
Sign me
remotely
up, bro.
related to flying, they sold it.
Chat, be honest. Type 1 in the chat if you think you can fly a plane. Type 2 in the chat if you think you can't fly a plane. I'm gonna be honest. I've seen some videos of like people flying planes. Chat, not gonna lie, bro. Flying a plane looks so easy. Chat, they flip a few buttons. They were looking for sewer slide bombers. No, they weren't, bro. This is 2010. What would they need them for in 2010?
Or at least claimed to. And they insisted that they did so cheaper than anywhere else by using collective
In 2010?
bargaining,
If this
a
was
process that they would go into
1945,
greater
I'd
detail
understand.
about. Basically, Aviloop acts as a third party, partnering with aviation
Airplane
businesses to
simulator.
promote unique deals on
They
the
have a
site.
new
Each
website,
of these
Cosby,
deals
for
has
real?
a quota that must be hit
Are you
for it to
joking or are you
actually
serious?
go
I can't
through.
tell if you're
So if
joking,
enough
chat.
people buy the deal, the quota is reached, and everyone gets a voucher to do or receive whatever they paid for. But if the deal doesn't reach its quota, then everyone is refunded and the deal is voided without any cost to the users or the business.
That's actually not bad.
Aviloop was the middleman, which could explain how they managed to offer such impressive deals and such diverse services. Though again, this is just what they were saying, begging the question,
I mean, chat,
was anything actually
if they could actually do that, ain't that a W?
being sold on aviloop.com?
Ain't that a W if they could actually do that?
Well, there actually was. The deals were sorted by general locations, and most consisted of flying
$14.
lessons,
Wait, what?
museum
$14?
trips, or even temporary tattoos. However, there was something unusual about these listings. Bizarrely, almost every deal on the site was marked as completed, each having ended in 1969, which obviously was impossible.
Wait, what? It ended 1969?
There were only a select few deals throughout the entire website's history that were ever even active, and even then, there didn't seem to be a way to actually purchase them. This end date of
But the website was active 2010.
1969 was either some sort of glitch,
Yeah, it must
or
have
was
been a glitch.
intentionally set that way. As the
I
year
mean,
just
chat,
so
the
happens
website
to
was so
be
bad.
yet
I mean, the
another
website was so
sexual
badly like
innuendo.
made. It was
So what
probably
should
just
prove
that
the
bad.
company's legitimacy actually only makes this company seem more suspicious. It was like they were trying to make it appear as if they were selling all
Bro, I can't get over this like character that's
makes
been
this
drawn
company
into a
seem more
cartoon, bro.
suspicious. It was like they were trying to make
This guy, chat. Your mom is so fat. When she walks through one door,
it appear as if
Never
they were
mind.
selling all these different things.
I couldn't think of a
yet
Yo
in
Mama
reality,
joke.
they
Yo
were hardly
Mama's
offering
so
anything,
big.
and what they were offering wasn't even available for purchase.
Yo
This
Mama,
set me on a
so
hunt
chat.
trying
You
to
remember
find
Yo Mama? Yo Mama.
any sort of
Let me lock in, let me
testimonials
lock
or
in.
reviews from any Aviloop
Lock in.
customers. But strangely, I couldn't find a single one. In fact, the only proof that I could find that anyone actually used the service was an Aviloop patch that I found floating around on eBay. And the only reason that this is at all significant is that these badges were included in most of the offers on the website. But this
The
isn't
badges were
substantial in any
real.
way, shape,
Don't talk about my mama like that. The fact bro typed up an American accent, WOTX. Old YouTube looked like shit. Chat, I remember old YouTube where the maximum resolution some videos would have would be 480p. Chat, what do y'all know about 480p resolution, bro?
form. And it's clear that the seller wasn't
Amrox
actually
and
a
Unk.
customer and was instead a patch collector that must have somehow obtained it. Making me question if anyone actually ever bought something from this website.
Better
and
than
if
the
this whole
ad hell we have
marketplace was
now.
really just a ploy. Which takes us back to that lingering theory. Just like the Aviloop channel, the website featured these deal attendants. And just like
I mean, chat, she's kind of pretty, no? Like,
the
not
channel,
to
they
be
seem to be the
inappropriate, but she's
primary
pretty.
focus. Their involvement was plastered all over the website, with the whole business model appearing to hinge on their involvement, which the site was not afraid to outwardly admit. What is the first thing you look for on our deal pages? We understand. Go ahead, check out our deal attendants. They sure are stunning. Vote for your
Charlie,
favorite
they are
deal
pretty.
attendant for a chance to win a
I really hope this isn't like. Chat, okay, listen, quick question. What's the worst case scenario we're guessing? So far, all we know, it's a company that was the middleman for some flying stuff. They had some questionable flight attendants, kind of sexual in nature. I don't want to seem like a conspiracy theorist, but all three of those things are leading me to one man with an island. Like, there's no way. And I swear I haven't seen this. Kidnapped and used for, like, I don't know, Chad. This is it's just a bit suspicious, man. It's a little bit suspicious, man. Scam is best case. Yeah, chat. It being a scam is best case. But this is YouTube's darkest mystery, so I'm assuming it's probably worst case.
You will find our models are not only beautiful, but also fun and interesting to talk to.
I mean, it sounds like a webcam business, no?
Have fun. Feel free to bask in the glory of your win and be
If
the
you
envy
could
of your
have,
friends.
chat, if they
After
said
all,
you could
not
have
everyone
like
gets to brag
one-on-one
about video
calls
chatting
with
as
these
supermodels.
flight attendants, to me it
The
sounds
process
like
of
a
voting for the best deal
like a
attendant
webcam
was
kind of
something that
thing,
they
like
heavily
Andrew Tate.
pushed, going as far as to reward one voter each week with the aforementioned private video call.
Yeah, private video
And
call
when
chat. You see what I'm
discussing these
saying?
calls, they not so subtly hinted that they weren't just ordinary video chats. Writing, you will be talking to real successful fashion models with exciting backgrounds. Many are big aviation fans, so you will have a lot to talk about.
I don't know.
You never know. Vote, win, chat. You never know.
The allusion to sex
You
was way
never
more
know.
prevalent on the site than even on the channel.
Old
With
OF,
this line
imagine
seeming to
chat.
hint that winning these video calls could entail some sort of sexual
OF
encounter with
before
the deal
OF.
attendant, which only seems to bolster this theory even more. But unlike the channel, here we're at least given a bit more context as to why these
Okay,
women
some more
and deal
information, let's
attendants
see.
are being used.
Who are Aviloop members? If you are involved in aviation, are members of your target audience.
And according to the site, it wasn't as sinister as it seems. Under the business section, which is used as an FAQ for companies wanting to promote their deals on
So
Aviloop,
it's
they
for
wrote,
companies to promote themselves through Aviloop.
what is the deal with deal attendants? As a business, you have the option to include a professional video of one of our stunning models on your deal page for a flat fee. She will deliver a 30 to 60 second message describing your promotion. Our
I don't
deal
know, chat, it's a
attendants are
little bit
real
sussy,
professional
bro.
models who work for high-end clients. Why should I include a deal attendant? Although our promotions get a lot of exposure, adding a deal attendant has the potential of making it viral on social media sites. Promotions that include a video tend to be actually
Was having things become viral in 2010 like a thing? Like, chat, obviously now something can go viral, yes. But in 2010, was something going viral like a known thing? Like, that's good for business? Because, chat, in 2010, if you said to someone, oh, I make money off YouTube, they wouldn't believe you, bro. They wouldn't be like, nah, you're lying. So how would like something going viral be known as a good thing?
successful. There's a lot to unpack here. For starters, this explains how Aviloop makes their money. They're basically charging companies to run ads using these deal attendants, and the videos on their
WRL
channel
question,
are examples of what these ads would look like. Though calling them professional is
They weren't
extremely
professional, bro.
generous, and I can't imagine any companies actually wanting to use this service. And given that these are the only videos that they shared, I don't think many, if any, actually did.
I
But
wonder
in
which
this
companies
explanation,
did partner
Aviloop
with
is
them,
all
though.
but admitting to using these deal attendants
Chat,
to rope
Ryanair
people
partnered
into
with them.
visiting
Jet2
their website,
Holidays.
over-sexualizing them to lure in perverted
Holidays
internet
partnered
users,
with them,
giving
imagine.
them false hope that they'd be able to
British
interact with
Airways.
these women and maybe even sleep with them. And in exchange, these users
Imagine,
keep
chat.
coming back to the site under this false hope, which maybe could lead to them purchasing something. It's an insane business model, and one that really doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, it doesn't
they're
make
claiming
any
that this
sense.
is
I'm
a
so
service for
confused.
professionals
Bro, we're halfway and I still don't even know what's
and
going
real
on, bro.
aviation fans for the primary reason of making our skies safer, yet they aren't actually offering anything but the prospect of talking to women. These women are the main and really only draw of the service. And even
Yeah, it
the
feels
deals that
kinda
they do
pointless.
list
Why would I
seem
as
to
a business
contradict
want
the
this?
primary goal of this company. I mean, how would a trip to the museum help with aviation safety?
Yeah.
And how would a temporary tattoo help with that either? And on the topic of these tattoos,
Your webpage
they're
looks
also
dodgy.
extremely sexual in nature. They were meant to mimic pilot stripes and be put on your shirtless shoulders, with a package
Shirtless
reading,
shoulders.
"When a uniform just won't do," and the description adding all sorts of innuendos.
And this is a good time to point out just how strange the writing is across the entire website.
This
As
is
here they
some
write,
freaky
what better way to
stuff."
thank a pilot than by saying, "Captain, you deserve to have your epaulets tattooed. We wish
This
someone
is
had these on
actually some
board of the
freaky
Miracle
stuff.
on Hudson flight." Just imagine the look on the pilot's face.
I'm
if someone
assuming it's
handed these to
webcam
him.
stuff,
So why
chat.
not keep a pair in your wallet and thank the Sully in your life for the next flight? Every safe landing deserves recognition, and this gift is sure to make their day. Everything is written like this. It's not only sexual, it's also nonsensical.
I don't know,
It feels
it's-
like it was written by AI at a time when AI wasn't even a thing.
Literally feels AI written.
Everything about Aviloop feels wrong. The lack of any tangible goods and services, the overly convoluted business structure, and the lack of any public customers just
So
makes
what's
this
the
company
update?
appear
What's
so
next?
fake. But that doesn't inherently
What's he
mean that
about
they
to
were
say,
actually
chat?
involved in pornography or prostitution.
What's he about to
I mean,
say?
despite all these innuendos, there is no direct mention of the sale of sex anywhere.
Still, $14, 66% off New York Skyride Simulator? Bro. $14? And I can have a New York Skyride
on the
Simulator?
website, from what I could see. And unfortunately,
low-key a
much of the
W,
website
bro.
is lost to time, as in 2016 the site would go down, replaced by another random URL, making it impossible to know what this platform
Oh, in 2016, the site went down. Wait, what?
site would go down, replaced by another random URL,
Another random
making it
URL.
impossible to know what this platform was actually like for those who signed up for it. What were they actually being offered?
Is
What
that the new webpage that you're on about, Crosby? Is that what it looks like? Chat, is that what the new webpage looks like? The one that you're on about?
they discussing amongst themselves, and what happened on these video calls? It's all unknown, as what I've shown
I
is
want to
pretty
low-key
much
know
all I
what
was
happened
able
on the
to
video
salvage
call.
from the Wayback Machine. However, Aviloop didn't stay down forever. In 2019, Aviloop.com re-emerged. Only
Oh,
this
the
time,
new
it
website.
looked very different. Gone were the deals, the business
Okay, this looks like an actual website now. What the hell? Chat, this is a professional website.
model, and most importantly, the deal attendants. And in its place was what looked to be a generic template website. They still claimed to offer some of their services, but they
Yeah.
were now left even more vague.
Now it looks like an
And
actual
there was no
website.
attempt to even make it look like you could purchase anything.
That's what it looks like now.
Even
So
the
it's still up right now.
windows were gone. It was quite literally as bare bones as it gets, and comes across like
Okay.
a sham website, void of any notable information.
Yeah, it looks a bit dead, bro.
With one exception. There was a single
What's the exception? What, chat? Like, lock in. He's about to say something crazy, I can
new
tell.
addition to the site, as at the very bottom you could
Oh,
find a
they put
short
the
bio,
founder,
not of a
Nadia
deal attendant,
Marchenko.
but of a legitimate pilot
W.
named Nadia
W.
Marenko,
Nadia.
the
W
creator
founder.
of Aviloop. This revelation is huge, as Nadia Marenko was a well-known and extremely successful pilot,
Damn,
which makes
W
Aviloop
pilot.
all the more
I will be pilot for Pakistan. Pilot, grip. Sorry, chat. Y'all seen that video? I will be pilot. I love it, bro.
confusing,
I
as
bet.
you would think that her involvement in the company would help legitimize it and make it seem more likely that
Yeah,
Aviloop
if she's
was a
the
real
owner, if
company
she's the
after
founder,
all.
there must be something
But
good about it.
instead, it actually did the exact opposite.
How?
As her involvement plunges this mystery into a whole new depth, a depth far darker than we've yet to discuss.
Is she like a serial killer?
Born in Czechoslovakia in 19...
Oh, she's Slovak. W chat. Chat, she's Slovak. She's like me.
1986, Nadia
I
dedicated
knew she was beautiful, chat.
her younger years to modeling, landing multiple
Yeah, she's the
high-profile roles
founder,
in the
and she's a
country.
sick pilot.
And by the
W.
age of just 15,
Chat, W
these roles
Nadia.
led to her being moved to the United
AOT
States
reference?
to
Hold
help
on, chat. She's blonde. She might be Annie for real.
continue this budding career. But
That's
by
how we know it's
20,
going to be
her
bad. Nah,
interest had
chat.
shifted
Slovak
to
people
a
are all good
different kind
trust.
of runway. She became obsessed with flying and had a natural talent
Chat, look how beautiful she is.
for it too,
Holy.
quickly rising through the ranks and gaining certifications faster than most others could at that age.
W.
By 25, she was considered extremely accomplished for
Don't
someone
rate her until you hear the full story. What, like, chat? She's an accomplished pilot. She's from our country. What's the worst thing she
young,
could
and her
realistically do,
resume
bro?
would soon reach a wider audience.
What's the
when
worst thing
began
she could
leveraging
realistically
social
do?
Media.
What? She's inspecting planes, bro. W Nadia, bro. What? Look. Nah, she's beautiful.
She posted videos under the alias Gulfstream Girl,
Gulfstream
and eventually
Girl.
Global Girl, where she marketed herself as a supermodel turned pilot, which worked to the tune of
I mean,
millions of views.
isn't that what she is, though? A
Nadia Marenko
supermodel
was
turned
a star
pilot?
in the aviation world and on social media too, and it was during the height of the success that she started Aviloop. It clearly wasn't
Oh,
meant to
chat. So she started Aviloop, like when she was. Yeah, that's smart. How can
be
this
some
go
big
bad?
secret either. She actively promoted it on numerous occasions.
Yeah.
Doing interviews on podcasts. And even
Obviously, chat. She's a model. She's a supermodel. So she probably knows about the webcam business. Ah.
taking it to a trade show.
Chat, she
If
knows
this
about
was
the
a front for
webcam
something
business. So
nefarious,
that's probably what it
she was
is.
doing a bad job
Webcam.
of keeping it discreet.
Like
which
sexual
seems
stuff.
to back up our first theory.
Yeah.
And it would be very easy to settle on that theory and just call it a day.
Yeah.
Had being a model and a pilot been all that Nadia was known for.
What else was she known for? Can't be that bad, bro.
You see, there was something that she was hiding from her audience. A secret in the form of a bond with one man whom she was working closely with at the time that Aviloop was launched.
No.
A man by the name...
No. No! No! Fuck! I literally said it! I literally said it! I said it! I said it! No! I said it, bro! I said it the second I heard planes, bro! No, Nadia, no! No, there's no way, bro. There's gotta be AI. There's no way. No, 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 no.
of Jeffrey Epstein.
No.
Jeffrey Epstein has been arrested
Of all
on
people, bro!
trafficking charges of soliciting and
He's
procuring
literally
minors for
everywhere.
prostitution.
He was involved in trafficking young
Nah,
women and
chat,
children
nah.
over to Little
Stop
St.
saying
James.
this, bruh. Stop.
In case you're somehow unaware,
I was glazing her. Nah, fuck Nadia, bro.
Jeffrey Epstein is the most prolific pedophile and human trafficker maybe of all time. He carried out a large-scale human trafficking operation, bringing children to his private island that he and other elites exploited in horrific ways. It's one of the biggest news
This can't be
stories
real.
of my lifetime, and over the past years, there's been so much
So Aviloop was a way to traffic with the. Oh my days.
talk surrounding the acquaintances of Epstein. Who was connected with
Oh
him,
my
and how
days.
close were they? But of all these people in Epstein's circle, few, if any, were closer to him. than
No
Nadia
way,
Marenko.
Nadia was also the closest one. No, bro, no. No.
It's a difficult
I was
subject to
glazing her,
discuss,
bro.
but Nadia is considered one of Epstein's victims. He found her through her modeling job
was
when she was
glazing
just
her,
a
bro.
teenager. And she didn't just
Nah,
come to the
chat, she a
United States
victim. She a victim. She had no choice.
for work. Epstein himself brought her, after allegedly purchasing her from her father. What followed was Nadia becoming his self-described sex slave.
Nah, chat, she a victim. Nah,
It's
she
a
a
horrible
victim.
and unimaginable fate.
Chat, she a
But
victim,
while Nadia
bro.
appeared to have been a victim of Epstein, that wasn't
Chat, she
all
a victim,
was,
bro.
As after becoming an adult, she also became Epstein's accomplice.
Alright. Okay, you can't forgive that though, can you? Like that's on her.
When Epstein was first
That's on
investigated
her.
by the FBI back in the 2000s, many of his victims came forward and claimed that Nadia was not only present for their abuse, but she was a willing participant, there to satisfy Epstein's criminal sexual desires by, on occasion, directly participating in sex abuse and prostitution of the minor girls.
Oh,
Now, Epstein was eventually given a sweetheart deal for these crimes in 2008, which led to him serving just 13 months in prison. And as part of that deal, Nadia was given complete immunity, meaning she never faced any sort of repercussion.
She never faced any prison time, chat. She never faced any prison time. How? They literally said she did all the same stuff that he did. Yo, bro, I hate lawyers, bro.
For her use of children. But despite being a free woman by the time that Epstein was thrown in jail, she
she still is fine, though.
Stood by his side, living in his New York City home, waiting for his release. And while he was behind bars, Nadia would visit him roughly 70 times.
She visited him. Oh my God.
These two were deeply connected, even well after she was
Nadia's
his
property.
slave,
Oh my days, bro.
with Nadia even making a scrapbook for Epstein, which is just so terrifying that I had to at least mention it in this video.
Bruh.
It would be several years later in 2012, a time when Nadia had long since left Epstein's home and his control,
that Nadia would rejoin his operation, this time with a brand new role.
She's rejoining, bro.
She became one of Epstein's pilots,
Oh my
taking
God.
victims and perpetrators
Oh my
alike
God.
to and from the island.
on the plane they dubbed the Lolita Express.
Oh my God.
What happened on the Lolita Express?
Lolita Express. Now we gotta. Nah, OZX. This is dead ass the worst case scenario, bro. This is genuinely the worst case scenario, gang.
Everything that
I take back every positive thing I said about her. Chat, she was literally the closest person to Jeff. She did all the same stuff he did, and she served no prison time. Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi. She gotta go. I agree.
happened on the Lolita Express and his
Nah,
other
I know
planes
about the
was
files,
same
bro.
thing that happened in his bedrooms and the massage rooms. The abuse did not stop because we're in the air. Jeffrey couldn't take a 2-hour flight without having to ejaculate. Like,
why are you telling me this? Now I know that he had to ejaculate every, whip.
That's how sick this man was.
Nadia
What's he shooting then? If bro's exploding every, if bro explodes 10 times a day, what's coming out, bro? Air.
Marinko was directly trafficking children for Epstein, and she was doing
Nah,
this in
OZX,
2012.
nah, low key, bro. That's why he's in the Middle East. That's why Jeff's from the Middle East. Have I seen them uncensored?
Mere months after she started
What do you mean?
Aviloop, which
No, chat.
brings us to our third and
Generates
most
so
upsetting
fast.
theory.
Just smoke comes out.
That Aviloop wasn't a cover for prostitution, but rather a front for child trafficking.
Oh my
and
God,
pedophilia.
don't say that, bro.
Nadia's involvement alone.
Nadia,
in the timing of the
I
company's
backed
launch,
you,
mixed with
bitch.
all the innuendos, the red flags.
Chat,
it
I
all
was
starts to make
backing her.
sense.
I was low-key supporting her, bro. I was low-key supporting her. And now it turns out she's deadass one of the worst people on the planet. She's genuinely one of the most evil humans on the planet, and I was supporting her. Oh my God. I'm cooked. Yep, GG's. Nice knowing y'all, bro. Charles,
And
nice
it's made
knowing
even
y'all,
more
bro.
disturbing
I'm about to go
when
to
you
work tomorrow, and I'm gonna get slimed out at work, bro. Amazon's gonna slime me, bro.
Look at the videos they posted on YouTube. As one thing I failed to mention
I'm getting
so far
slimed.
is just how young these deal attendants look.
Oh my God, the deal attendants were probably teenagers. Oh my God. Chat, the deal attendants were probably minors. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days.
There's obviously no way to conclusively determine their age.
But they
from the
probably were.
footage, But some believe that they look to be teenagers, and maybe even underage, which would make sense for this theory, as the deal attendants wouldn't be prostitutes, but rather child victims.
Oh my days.
It's a theory that has to be considered. I mean, as crazy as it seems, Aviloop was quite literally
I mean, chat, not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind being kidnapped by Nadia if she's the only one that touches me. I'd be real. But if Jeff tries to touch me, wallahi, bro's gotta go. I'm gonna finish him, bro.
founded and run by a child trafficker who was actively trafficking children when the company started.
And Nadia wasn't the only sketchy
Nah,
character
she's
involved in the
evil,
site
bro.
behind the scenes.
Epstein himself was as well. The two frequently emailed each other, and in multiple instances, Aviloop was discussed, with Epstein frequently giving her advice. In one email, he wrote to her,
Oh, chat. I wonder why this is redacted. Huh? Maybe because it's someone from the US government. Release the files, chat. On my life, they need to release the files, bro. They need to, like, how are they still not released, gang?
Site is cool. Mix of porn, Groupon, and flying. The marketing campaign could be, buy with us, we give a flying fuck.
His mentioning of porn here is just more confirmation that Aviloop wasn't just an aviation company.
Chat, can I get some speed demons right now, bro, please?
But this also shows that Epstein was helping with the company, and he wasn't just doing this through friendly advice. Throughout his emails, you can also find dozens of receipts from transactions with Aviloop, totaling hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Bring out the
of
Emerald files. All you're gonna find is me gooning to hentai, bro. I'll be real. Me gooning to hentai, me gooning to fucking Black Queens. Oh. Oh my god, I restarted the whole video, gang. I restarted the whole video. Yeah, chat. Black Queens. Blonde girls. Chat, y'all know Emerald loves blondes the most. Y'all know blondes are my type. Low-key, chat. Furries once or twice. I'm gonna be real. Chat, low-key furries once or twice. I go into some furries once or twice. Back in my day.
Through friendly advice. Throughout his emails, you can also find
50K, that's how she got paid. GG's broke.
With Aviloop,
broke boy.
Totaling hundreds of thousands of dollars of payments sent directly to the company. Jeffrey Epstein was
he
an
actually is
investor
disgusting,
in Aviloop,
chat.
and a big
like,
one
he
too.
actually is disgusting,
and he
no?
seemed to believe in the service so much that he even appeared to use it himself, as emails show him inquiring about booking flights through the company. Nadia at one point even offered to help Epstein through Aviloop,
writing, is there anything I can do for you? I can find a deal through Aviloop on anything you want. Airplanes, helicopters, cheapest charters, discounted fuel, or a new model / assistant.
That's a minor.
She's literally offering Jeffrey Epstein a model through Aviloop, which more than hints at this theory being possible. I mean, she spells it out. And if they were in fact trafficking children through this service, this could give us a blueprint to how they were able to get their victims. Maybe they were finding models and having them fly out under the assumption that modeling is all they would be doing. Maybe these videos were even their tryouts for their roles, which they did without even realizing what was to come. I mean, these women were referred to as models on the Aviloop website. And remember, modeling is exactly how Epstein found Nadia.
How he got Nadia.
And it's also how he found so many other victims, as he was known to use the modeling industry as a means of recruiting young and underage women, offering them high pay.
Chat, remind me if I ever have a daughter, never to get her into modeling, bro. My daughter never finna model. And if she ever models, wallahi, I'm standing there with a switch, bro. I'm gonna be with her 24/7 with a switch, bro. If anybody pulls up on my daughter, hang!
Paying jobs and potentially career-making opportunities
They're
in order
finished.
to lure them in. So maybe this was all part of the operation. Or maybe Nadia was simply taking a page from his book and using the same style of entrapment.
That's mental, chat. This is genuinely worst case scenario.
Consider. And there's one more email that I believe is the most disturbing of all.
Alright, chat, lock in. This guy just said this is the most disturbing email. How can it get worse than this, bro? What's bro about to actually say? GG's lock in.
Trafficking. An email with the subject line, Old Terry Coconuts.
Oh my god, what the fuck does... Bro. What does that even mean, man? Oh man.
I ordered sweet young coconuts from Thailand for you, and they just arrived. Very yummy. I was going to ship them to you in Paris, but I hear you are coming back, so I will send them to 71st with Sarah, just so you don't have to drink juices from Old Terry things.
Epstein was notorious for using code words in his messages.
Yeah, chat. Pizza party. I know pizza party meant like, you know. And I swear, like, what was the one they used for little boys and girls?
See what Nadia may have meant by sweet young coconuts. So was it a joke or was it a coded message?
Sweet young coconuts,
it's hard to say. But this email was sent on November 13th, 2011, just 2 months after the launch of Aviloop.
Welcome to Aviloop, your collective find website for anything aviation.
So what was Aviloop? Well, to this day, we still don't have a true answer.
No. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. We know what the answer is. Like, bro.
Everyone has their theories, and most of them are not good.
And she's still doing it. This is the thing, Chad. Yo, she's still doing this. It's not like they've stopped her, bro. The website is still up. Like,
legitimately believe that Aviloop was a front for child trafficking.
It's still
and
going on.
I can see why. The connections and the strange material on the website and the
Get
channel
her gone, bro.
make this impossible
Yeah,
to
well, I'll show
as just some crazy conspiracy.
I'll go on the website after.
And if this theory were to be believed, it makes the Aviloop YouTube channel that much more disturbing, as these videos would be advertisements for a human trafficking service
Bro,
that
that's
potentially
mental,
included
bro.
the victims as the stars.
It's also possible that this was a hub for prostitution. And while sex work doesn't always mean human trafficking, just given the players involved, that would definitely still be a concern.
No, bro. If it's got
There's also still
any...
the possibility that Aviloop was secretly a porn website.
No way. Aviloop is on the stock market, gang. No way. You're telling me I can invest in Epstein's company. I'm gonna go end my life. What's up, Jeff? You okay? I've been lost, but I found my way.
Like Epstein seemed to suggest in his email. With his
Jeff,
content, perhaps
you've just missed an amazing reaction, Jeff. No joke, Jeff. You would have loved this video.
Occurring on those one-on-one
Yes,
video
yes. Let's not forget, bro. Stephen Hawking was deadass on the island, bro. Oh my god. No.
calls. And there was one email that I found that was sent from Epstein's assistant, Story Cowles, that makes this feel even more believable. As Epstein asks him what he was up to.
I'm sorry, I can't understand the fact that I was glazing Nadia, chat. I was glazing this woman, and she's literally just as bad as Epstein, bro. And I was saying she's a good person, bro, and I was saying she's, like, nice and pretty and shit. Oh, I'm so sorry, bro. I never meant any of that, bro. I take it all back. I take it all back, bro. I take it all back. I take it all back.
To which Story responds,
just playing online at Aviloop.
Yeah, Google allow these emails. Chat, it's all one big, bro. They're all together, bro. Google, Amazon, eBay, Microsoft. It's all together, bro. They're all one. Illuminati. Illuminati. Just to clarify, I don't have any current life-ending thoughts. I don't have anything like that. I'm happy. I'm positive. I don't have any thoughts where I want to pass away. I want to live.
Rain. Love it. Love it.
The way these people communicate is just so weird and hard to decipher. But playing online at Aviloop certainly seems to suggest that this wasn't just a typical daily deals website.
Chat, I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. They're gonna slime me, bro. I'm getting slimed at work tomorrow. Chat, I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. Oh, Michael, can you check out this package? Boom, it's a bomb. They kill me. Michael, can you check out this package? There's a problem with this item. Can you problem solve it? Yeah, no problem. I'll problem solve this item. Boom, explosion. I'm dead. They're gonna slime me. They're gonna slime me at work, Jeff. I'm finished. I'm finished,
and if
bro.
porn really was the draw, I think given the secrecy of it and the people connected,
Jeff, I did not know that. What the hell?
About where they were getting these actresses.
Chat, and oh my god, I was complimenting the actresses. Chat, I want to just genuinely say, bro, I had no idea that actresses were probably minors who were forced against their will to do it. Like, I genuinely take everything I said back, bro. This is, yeah.
Even of age. Nadia's legal team has pushed back on these theories, claiming she was merely Epstein's victim and nothing more.
Yeah,
and someone who allegedly worked at Aviloop claimed that the ad campaign was merely meant to be provocative. And that's all. But this just feels so hard to believe. And regardless of which, if any of these theories are true, it seems so obvious to me that Aviloop was never meant to just be a normal company.
Bro, this is actually crazy. Chat, this is literally worst case scenario, bro. This is genuinely worst case scenario, bro. This ain't even like funny haha reaction, bro. This is like a real thing, bro.
That she needed to prove in order to get her US visa, which her emails to Epstein show she was clearly struggling with. And she seemed to allude to this at least being part of her reasoning for creating Aviloop in the first place, and part of the reason why she was asking Epstein for money. And ultimately, the only way she ended up getting that visa was through a deal that she made with the FBI that involved her informing them on Epstein's crimes. Her work directly helped lead to his 2019 arrest and his ultimate death inside his jail cell that same year. And it was around the same
Chat, yes, his death. I've bought, chat, the desk I'm using right now is from Wayfair.
time that Aviloop went back online with its fresh, scrubbed look, void of anything even close to being sexual. And since then, it's never been updated again. And there's hardly been any updates from Nadia herself either. She made a brief appearance in a 2019 YouTube video where she pulled a prank on a flying instructor,
acting as an inexperienced student only to surprise the instructor with how skilled she was, with Nadia going as far as to dress as a child.
But since then, her trail
Yo, that's not creepy at all, chat. Yeah, because when I do a prank, I also dress as a 9-year-old girl. Chat, right? Yo, chat.
Instructor, acting as an inexperienced student only to surprise the instructor with how skilled she was, with Nadia going as far as to dress as a child.
But since
they're literally okay. She is kind of pretty though. Her body is tea, but like.
Then her trail goes pretty much cold, and once the Epstein files started releasing around 2024,
she disappeared from the public eye.
Ah, chat, yeah, she disappeared. How convenient. Yes.
Bizarrely, from that point on, the only trace of her seems to have come from images and videos from a monastery, which she seems to have joined.
Yeah,
Nadia
sure.
Mariko's work with the FBI and the immunity that she was given all those years ago makes it feel unlikely that she'll ever be prosecuted, or even investigated for whatever this whole operation was.
You're so fucked, buddy.
The reality, though, is that we don't know the full truth about Aviloop, and it's involved in one of the most twisted and deep rabbit holes in human history. A rabbit hole filled with so many layers and cover-ups.
Yo, this is actually
and I just hope
insane,
that
bro.
somewhere within all of it, we can eventually find an answer to the question, what was Aviloop? But until then, it will remain one of the darkest mysteries, not only on YouTube, but across
This
the
might
entire
genuinely
internet.
be the most darkest YouTube mystery. No joke.
Hey guys, I actually have a super last minute update here.
Super last minute
I completely
update.
finished this video, but there was something that was still bothering me. The question of who were these deal attendants? I initially tried looking for information that could give us an ID, but everything was just wild speculation. But I decided to give it one last look, and I'm glad that I did because I actually think I identified 2 of them.
No way.
I found an article that reported one of them as being a woman named Shannon Cusack, which explained that Shannon was actually a friend and maybe even roommate of Nadia at the time that she was starting up Aviloop. And at the time of filming this ad, she was actually in her mid-20s.
Okay, mid-20s.
It seems like she might have just been helping Nadia out at the time with this.
Okay.
She even listed the job on her LinkedIn supposedly, though it's now since been removed.
Okay.
The other deal attendant that I might have found was Ashley, and it was actually thanks to a YouTube comment. And what's interesting about her was that she was a model, but she was also in her mid-20s around the time of filming this. And based on her blog, she continued to have a normal modeling career and seemingly normal life after her time working with Aviloop, before she sadly passed away from cancer. And from what I've seen, there isn't much to hint that she was ever a—
Yeah, chat. She passed away from cancer. I genuinely don't believe that. In the most respectful way possible, I don't believe she passed away from cancer. Naturally. I think they gave her cancer, bro. I'll say that. Nah, chat. I think they gave her cancer to kill her, to shut her up.
victim of anything Epstein related. This is huge because a lot of people were falsely claiming that this girl was Ashley Martinez, a missing girl whose family is still searching for her to this day.
I mean... Wait,
this doesn't appear to be the case. The only deal attendant that I wasn't able to ID was Claire, who does happen to look the youngest. But knowing now that these other women were of age, I feel more inclined to believe that maybe the women shown on the channel weren't actually victims of the operation. Or at the very least,
hopefully they weren't
children.
victims, chat.
But obviously I can't say this for certain. And that's not to say that that wasn't happening behind the scenes, of course. This just adds another layer to this mystery.
Holy insane video. Holy. Actually crazy. Like chat, we have haha funny reactions, we have haha creepy reactions. This is genuinely some like demonic stuff. Like actually. First half of the video is not even that dark. Second half, well shit. Literally, bro. You started it this time. Less than 1 hour reaction. Let's go. Chat, less than 1 hour reaction. That's also a good point, Crosby. Just because they were of age does not mean they were victims. The way one name completely changed how this is viewed is crazy, literally. Chat, let's have a look at the website, Aviloop. Aviloop. Oh my days. It's like still up. Oh my days. Nah, Jeff, just wait until I post a reaction tonight. Can I contact them? Services. Yeah, Jeff, I'll upload the reaction by tonight, like 1 a.m. So if you want to stay up late night, little watch, trust me. And it can help me get my watch time on YouTube, so do that, Jeff. Can I contact them, though? I want to call them. This is actually insane. Wait, hold on, chat. Let me search it. Let me search the website on you. Let me search the... Oh my days.
Welcome to Aviloop, your collective buying website for anything aviation. We offer deals on flight lessons, pilot accessories, fuel, FBO services, charter flights, and even small aircraft. Our deals are usually 50 to 90% off. That means whether you want to learn to fly, charter an airplane, or to see more girls like me, Aviloop can help.
You can literally hear it in the background, chat. Oh my god. What? All right, chat. Volume warning. I'm going to turn the volume up because I want to hear what they're saying, so I'm letting you know now, chat. Volume warning. Volume warning. Volume warning.
Airplane, or
Okay.
see more girls like me, Aviloop can help.
Bro.
Welcome. See more girls like me, Aviloop.
I can't hear what it says, bro. What game, Jack? What game? Chat, I can't hear what it says. I don't think it's them shouting help. Yeah, I hear like, Chat, but this web...
Hi, welcome to Cole's Flight School on Avaloop.com.
Hi, welcome to Classic Flight Training.
Digital feeds to the website. Nah, chat, don't even report it. Let the video stay up so it's a part of history. Hey, it's clear you like this video. There's one right here as well. Why don't you watch this one too? Come on, watch it. Press it, bruh.
Yo, they still ain't pressed the
Well, that's
video.
what I'm saying. They ain't pressing it, bro.